And hello to all my Aries friends. I would like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and I'm going to be doing your free psychic tarot reading for August of 2021. Now, they have dialed up a storyline spread for you today. They want us to focus on that. We will be doing no extra at the end. When that happens, they usually want me to focus just on the storyline spread because there's a lot of detail in there. There's a lot of juice. So that's what we're going to look into today. I'm pretty excited. I hope you are as well. It is a wide net cast along all the different Aries. That way we have a story that is just for you. We're going to be looking at 3, 4, or 5 different stories based on what the cards say. And the whole idea is to really just get the one that's right for you. I have had people say that there are multiples that resonate with them, and that's okay too. Less common, but really we're just looking for the one. So let's get started. I have already shuffled the cards ahead of time to save time. Now I'm going to bring you in so you can watch. Go ahead and hit the like button and build up the energy in here. There we go. Now last month, Aries, they did you a little dirty. You guys got to step up more this month. You guys, you didn't finish in last, but you were pretty close to finishing in last with the likes. So you can't let them do you like that, Aries. You got to represent. So hit that like button. Let's go. Here we go. What I'm doing now are my ritual cuts. Basically cuts the decks into 3 different pieces, puts them back together in a separate order, and that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. And then we're ready to run them. Aries, August. Wow. I am shocked yet impressed by how clean this is coming in. It's actually there's no blockages. Everything is upright. That is so statistically impossible, or improbable, I guess I should say. Okay, there's our core group. Let's see the groups of detailed. 1 standalone, story 2 here. 3 and 4. Okay, so we are looking at 4 different stories, Aries. Let's get some more details on what they are about. I'm gonna find a way to get this in the view here. Okay. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Person energy. Okay. And here, 2 for you. That's it for that. And a gold card for each. Okay, Aries, this is the one. Did I get that all in view? Storyline spreads usually get big. This is not one of the largest I've done, but this, you know, obviously getting it all in the shot is difficult. Okay, let's go to work. Let's do it. I usually start with the easiest of the group. That way I save time for our ending one. This would be the easiest, I suppose. There really is no easy ones for you, Aries. Hate to tell you. First thing that they're talking about is this is going to be a lot more specific, so this is obviously not going to be for all the Aries. They're talking about somebody who's getting over some kind of, usually it's a physical injury of some sort, or you've just become injured. It's not in the rehab state yet, so it's either a physical injury that just occurred or that may be occurring in August. If you already are injured, that's usually what this card means. There's a lot of cards that have different definitions in tarot. This is not one of them. Usually this is a physical injury. Unless, well, I'll get into the last definition last, but I really think we're talking about physical injury here with a lot of you Aries. If you're not physically injured now, and let's say you get physically injured or hurt yourself later in the month, please come back and listen to story number 1 again, because this is there's something, an idea that has to occur with it. It comes with it. It may be a new idea as far as the regards to how you get over this injury or how you get up. In a lot of ways, for a lot of you, this has something to do with work. I don't know if that means getting injured at work, or the second definition of the card, a lot, I hate to really give rare definitions of cards, but it really could mean getting beaten up at work. And I don't mean necessarily physically, but you could just be working yourself to death. And I don't mean just working hard. I mean really it's affecting your body. Okay, so it's going to be very obvious if I'm talking about you here. It's really affecting your body. So you need a new idea. They're saying that an idea is probably going to come to you this month. Pay attention to it. Dreams, pay attention to them. If you don't have a new idea what you can do about this, you need to start working on a new idea. That's what comes up. They want you to take charge of this. I have the leadership card. They're saying it's time for you to step up and kind of own this situation and stop sitting on the sidelines with it. You really got to own it. You got to take leadership over it. For a lot of you, this could be an advancement in work. It's a really weird way to put it, but for sometimes in life, it's not until we're at the very precipice when we demand change. And this could be a lot of you Aries breaking points with work. Like I said, this is a very specific story. It's not going to be for everybody, but for the ones that it is, there you go. A lot of information there for you. Story number 2, Aries. I'm just looking ahead to see if we have any other love. It looks like we do not. This is going to be another rare one, Aries. It looks like they're mounting up. Story number 4 is probably what's going to be most of you, or apply to most of you. 3 as well. 3 as well. First 2, these are going to be rare. It just is what it is. They're talking about Aries who are alone right now. A lot of you have been abandoned. This could be a breakup. This could be somebody leaving you. This could be somebody who passed away, and you feel abandoned by it, by the loss of their presence. They're showing you alone here. For a lot of you, this is somebody you really cared about. This is somebody that it comes up as beloved one. It's just somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean soulmate, but it's just somebody you cared greatly about is not in your life anymore, or not in the same regards, not in the same way that they used to be in your life. They do show abandonment. They do show that you don't really want to move on from this. You're really kind of hesitating from moving on from it. It's an emotional tie-in for a lot of you. You are energetically very attached still to this person, but they have the Hermit card coming up. It does mean alone. It also means being guided in the right direction. In a lot of ways, for a lot of you, this person is still going to be guiding you in different ways. If they are, let's say they're deceased, they're going to be guiding you from the other side. If they're not, if they're still here and they're just not in your life in the capacity they used to be, they could still be guiding you in different ways. Maybe, relationship status changed from, used to be something special. Now you're just, a little bit more acquainted. It's just a notch down or something like that. But it feels like abandonment to you. And that's the way that you represent the emotions of it. It is an emotional attachment for you. It is a tie through, but it is time to move on from it, from the emotional attachment, whether you like to or not. A less rare version of this is that it could be a financial message. It's probably not for most of you. It's really the first one, but financially, this could be a time to do your money alone. This would really only matter or be significant if you were thinking about putting your money in with somebody else right now, or putting a huge amount of money into like a stock or something like that. You may want to wait, because the bankrupt card comes up here, and I don't really know where to place it for a lot of you Aries. I really read it more as the abandonment for the love situation I just described, but just in case it is financial, may want to hold off on the huge purchases or money moves in August, just in case. Just precautionary. Let's just play it safe. So that's storyline number 2. So like I said, very rare for those two. As we get into story number 3, for if any of you are traveling at the beginning of this month, be a little cautious with that as well. They do show a message coming in that could be bad luck. It's saying that, regardless of what happens, it's going to be okay. They show victory on the other side of it, and basically that your prayers have been heard and answered, and have faith. So that's telling me that this is just not up to fruition yet. It's not come full circle. It is cyclical. They do show, I gave you the travel example, but let's go a little deeper into the energy of the card, because travel is obviously very specific. If you're traveling at the beginning of this month or not. So if you're not, what the secondary definition is that this month for you is going to get a little turbulent. It's basically moving from a smooth, calm river into running rapids. So it's going to get a little bumpy. It's going to get a little turbulent. The whole idea is for you to stay in the raft and not fall out, and just kind of ride the wave, because it's going to break. You're just in a downswing cycle with the Wheel of Fortune inverted. Bad luck is what it means for me. So that basically just shows that, life is like a roller coaster. And in regards to this phase of your life in August, it's just in a downswing. And when you're too far down, you're bound to come back up. So this is temporary. This is not going to last. I do think that this is in the beginning of the month, though. So this is something that comes in early. While we're talking about early in the month, let me transition into the moon cycles, because moon cycles play a huge part in how effective you can traverse your month. Now, we have a new moon on August the 8th. That's the perfect time to manifest and bring something into your life that you want to bring into it. Now, when we're talking about the beginning of your month here in story number 3, travel might not be what you want to manifest and bring into it, just because of the way it's portrayed with the bad luck, but something else could be. Let's say you're trying to fix something with your health or something with your work, etc. The beginning of the month is really the opportune time to do that. You don't have to do it right on the 8th, just any time toward the beginning of the month is good for that. Now, the full moon energy happens this month, August, on the 22nd. That is when you want to get anything out of your life that doesn't fit you anymore, doesn't do you any good or justice. It could be people, it could be things, it could be habits, emotional baggage, just about anything. Anything you want to get out, the end of the month for August is the perfect time to do that. And that's going to make more sense as we move into story number 4. Before I do that, let me tell you that I put together kind of a cheat sheet for the moon cycles. And I'm giving it away absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up for the email list. It's on my website, scottsagent.com. At the very bottom, you just enter your email and I think your first name and first letter of the last initial. I think that's what's in there. And send that off, and I will send you back your cheat sheet for the moon cycles. And it's not just for August, it's through the end of the year. So it's a good reference, really, to take advantage of the moon cycles and the lunar energy. So, story number 4. Here we go. Story 4. This is our big one. They want to talk about work again. They want to talk about work. Very, very important for you to... Work is going to get a little weird this month. They have it as weird. They have the moon card coming up. It's kind of funky, weird, mysterious, foggy energy. It's not the most wonderful work situation is what I'm describing. They talk about a couple different things. One of them is that they say, this is obviously a good thing. You're coming out of a really kind of a brutal patch of work. So I don't know if it's been really busy at work or if you've just experienced maybe some losses or, there's a work change coming here in some regard. They say they want you to make sure that you nurture the physical. So take care of your health, take care of your body, take care of your finances, take care of your money, physical things. That's what comes up here. They're talking about work. I know that because I have the career transition card. That's usually the biggest kind of push that we're into the right corner of your life. We're talking about career transition. So big changes are coming for a lot of you Aries in regards to work. This could be a physical location. This could be just changes within the office, or a lot of you could be a new job of some sort. It may also be a good time to If you're a non-working Aries or you want a job change, a work change, something like that, good time to do it this month, really, because I have small victory comes up here. And that's something that a small victory would be. And this could also come up for some of you that are not moving jobs as a raise or an incentive of some kind, just something small. You know, it's not anything like huge, but it's just a small victory. A small victory is a small victory. So overall, just make sure you're taking care of your health. You're not letting your work, whatever you do for work, affect your health. And that goes back to story number 1 for a lot of you. So there is some attachment here between some of these stories. But overall, you know, this is a transient thing. This is just kind of a weird energy month for work. And it looks like that's kind of the driver for a lot of these other ones. So if you are one of the Aries who has a good work situation, I guess feel blessed, because this reading is probably not much for you. It's for everybody else to get the information that they need, and that's okay. That's a good thing. But the overall, I guess, advice for this work situation is that there's a small victory attached to it, and they just want you to take care. They actually say you're doing a good job at taking care of your health and your money and the physical stuff. So they really want you to continue doing that. It's really just a continuation is what we're looking for, so that you don't veer off path. So obviously a lot of you have the potential to do so, and that's what we want to avoid. And that's going to wrap us up here for August for my Aries, the big scattershot storyline spread. We've went through all 4 of the stories. That is where we're going to conclude. Please remember to subscribe, hit the like button if you have not already, so you get the future videos. I do these every single month, and I will see you guys in September.